Clearwater, Florida. Every day, a new voice roasts the Houston Astros players for stealing signs and blasts Commissioner Rob Manfred for letting them get away with it. Players and officials are angry and aggrieved and eager to tell the world. For an island of serenity, visit the manager's office at the Philadelphia Phillies spring training complex. That is where Joe Girardi works now, and where he believes he was meant to be. He won one championship in his decade with the Yankees, and might have claimed another had the Astros not cheated in 2017. But he will not look back. How do I know for sure that anything they did actually benefited them in a game against us, Girardi said on Monday, after the Phillies saw first full squad workout. I don't know that. I don't know what they did. How do I know? Had they not done it, they wouldn't have swept us or we wouldn't have swept them. For me to assume that I know, I think, is not healthy. To me, it's wasted energy. I've only got so much in a day. I am not a kid anymore. Girardi is 55, still younger than 10 other major league managers. But he is old enough that the Yankees' general manager, Brian Cashman, cited communication issues with a young roster in letting him go after the 2017 American League Championship Series. The Astros prevailed in 7 games, taking all 4 at Minute Maid Park, where they stole catcher saw signs off a television monitor and banged a trash can to relay pitches to their hitters. Had the Yankees won that series, the decision to dump Girardi would have been harder to justify. He never expected to lose his job, but would not go back and change history. It was hard for me to be out of the game, Girardi said. I truly missed it. But I've always said that God puts you where He wants you, so I never thought, well, if this or that. I didn't think that. It's just the way it's meant to be. In the last 2 years, Girardi said, he made up for lost time with his oldest daughter, Serena, now a college student near the Familia's home in Florida. He helped his youngest daughter, Lena, practice basketball before school nearly every morning. He guesses that he watched his son, Dante, play 140 games for his high school and summer league baseball teams. Girardi helped coach in the summers, gaining a new appreciation for the next generation of players and the sophisticated teaching tools throughout the game. We didn't use some of these things, Girardi said. Now the Yankees are very analytical, and I love that stuff. I was Binder Joe, people made fun of it but some of the other technologies that are out there, I learned. When you're around 16 and 17-year-old kids, you're learning that they communicate different than maybe a Derek Jeter or a Jorge Posada did. It's a couple different generations. So you get to be around it and you get an idea. Okay, this is coming, to you need to be prepared for this. The Phillies are a largely veteran team, with high expectations. They struggled down the stretch in each of the last 2 seasons under Gabe Kapler, finishing 80-82 in 2018 after leading the National League East as late as August 12 and 81-81 in 2019. General Manager Matt Klentak wanted to keep Kapler, but the owner, John Middleton, said he was concerned about the late season collapses and wanted a more experienced leader. Kapler, who now manages the San Francisco Giants, was in his first major league managing job with the Phillies and relied heavily on modern metrics. The Phillies had been late to baseball's data revolution, then seemed to embrace it too tightly. In Girardi, Middleton sees a better balance. We talked very intelligently about how analytics tells you what happens over 1,000 or 10,000 events, but it doesn't mean that on a Tuesday night in July in the bottom of the 7th inning this player against this pitcher, with their thousands of data points something not going on that should push you in another direction, Middleton said. Because that decision on a Tuesday night in July, it's about that particular moment, and what's going on with that game and that player. Has he been hitting well, or is he scuffling? Has that pitcher been throwing lights out for the last 2 weeks? That gets lost in the 1,000 data points of analytics, and you have to be smart enough to understand that Middleton has authorized lucrative free agent deals in each of the last 3 off-seasons, with outfielder Bryce Harper and starting pitchers Jake Arrieta and Zach Wheeler all averaging more than $23 million per season. The former Yankees shortstop Didi Gregorius signed for 1 year and $14 million this winter, and left fielder Andrew McCutchen enters the second season of a 3-year, $50 million deal. McCutchen hopes to be ready by opening day after his debut season was cut short by a torn anterior cruciate ligament. His presence at the top of the order, with Harper, catcher JT Realmuto and infielder Gene Segura, could give Girardi a dynamic offense. Having a veteran leader wo's got some experience, a guy wo's won a World Series, it's good to have that in this clubhouse, McCutchen said. When we get hit in the mouth, he knows what to do, he knows what to say, he knows how to assist us in getting us through it. Having Joe here is going to help us. A more reliable pitching staff could help even more, and for the Phillies to compete in a rugged NL East, Girardi must find better answers among the 38 pitchers Indiana camp. Managing the bullpen was a strong suit for Girardi in New York, where he generally stuck to rules geared at keeping relievers healthy. It's just nice to know that you're not going to get exhausted throughout the season, said Phillies reliever David Robertson, who played for Girardi in New York and hopes to return by mid-season from Tommy John surgery last August. You're not going to get worn down to the point where you can't pitch come October. Thoughta's his thing, he wants everybody ready in October. The Phillies have not reached the postseason since 2011, their last year with a winning record. They have a new pitching coach, Brian Price, and hitting coach, Joe Dillon, to go with Girardi, and Middleton's directive is clear. If our players stay healthy and play up to their abilities, I think we're going to be playing in October, he said. Last year we weren't healthy and we had players, particularly in the second half, who weren't playing up to their ability. Girardi won his World Series as a manager against the Phillies in 2009, an experience that gives him instant credibility in a demanding town. He is planning to live in the city and said he had noticed the way its pro teams support one another with an us against the world kind of brotherhood. There's an edge in Philadelphia that I like, Girardi said. I love when fans have an edge, because I think it keeps players accountable and it drives people. As for the edge the Astros used against his Yankees in 2017, Girardi refuses to feel like a victim. That would not help the Phillies, and that is his only concern. It's always a what's next as opposed to a what if, Girardi said. How do I protect the signs our players have so it doesn't happen to us here? Thoughta's kind of my thought process, what's next in life, What's next for Girardi is a new opportunity, in different pinstripes and a different league, right where he should be.